Hey everyone, so welcome back to another figure review. If you've been following this channel, you've probably heard me talk about the Shokuhou Misaki Bunny figure from Freeing. That's 1/4 scale that I was waiting on for quite a while. I pre-ordered it, I don't know, maybe over a year ago. It's been delayed for quite a while, and it's finally arrived. I always joke that it's going to be, oh yeah, just by the way, just in case you don't know, this is a figure from a character that's from Railgun, and I do actually have the Misaka, the newest Misaka version, also on order. So I'll show you that when that comes in, whenever that may be, end of the year, I think. But yeah, I was making jokes about how it's going to be taller than a PS5, but my goodness, it is so huge that the box actually didn't really fit into the trunk of my car. Like everybody knows that what a Scion FRS, Subaru BRZ, or Toyota GD86 is. You can fit 4 tires, full size tires in the back for like track days or whatever. But the opening was barely big enough for this freaking massive package, which I think is a bit overkill in terms of size. Yes, the box inside is huge, but there was quite a bit of padding to make up the distance between the actual box and, the shipping box. And that didn't or that didn't actually help in terms of damage, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I had to squish the box in to the car there. And not only that, I had to pay like $55 Canadian in terms of like customs. And I bought this directly from the Good Smile US store. So I've had stuff come in from other countries outside of North America and I didn't have to pay customs. Maybe it's just because it's this specific size or something, but yeah, it's not amazing. So, but that's that. Let us actually go over the actual figure now. So this entire box is like bigger than like my computer setup here. You can see it hovers over the monitor. This is actually the front. It has just a bunch of writing on it there. And then the sides show the figure actually pretty well. And yeah, there's no window that you're accustomed to, which I think makes sense because you'll see why in a second. You actually can't really see the figure. Well, basically, it's because of the ears, I suppose, because they aren't attached. And it's like some small ones that are in their place, which you can choose to keep on there. But there's way too much padding for it to actually look good. So yeah, I'm not surprised that they decided to just let the picture speak for itself, because the pictures are actually basically what you get. But yeah, not in my case. So basically, if you have a look, the entire upper torso where it meets the clothing, like that's a separate piece. And that was not attached. So something must have happened in shipping where, yeah, what a gruesome scene. I know, there's one character famous in Railgun for being cut in half, but it's not Shokuhou Misaki. So yeah. But thankfully, the channels, like, they're so deep, and I could just fill that all up with not like too liberally, but a somewhat decent bead of super glue, and that seems to be holding everything up fine right now. It makes holding the figure weird because I don't want to hold her by like the shoulders or the head, because it's like all the weight will be on that point. But then when you hold her by the feet, you like move around the fishnet, and it's just, you got to be careful. It feels like it's a bit delicate. So yeah, I don't know what the small ears are all about, but yeah, I put the big ones on, and she's so massive. Like, she's so much taller than even the box that it comes with, just because of the ears. And then, hey, look, it's bigger than the PS5, LOL. I took a picture, and yeah, way bigger than the Xbox Series X as well. I think the details are really great on this figure. Like, the face is very well done. It looks better in real life. Like, it doesn't photograph as well, and I don't know why. I don't know. It just doesn't look as good on camera as it does when I just look at it in real life. Something I didn't tell you about the Hikage figure that I reviewed. That's also 1/4 scale. That's from that the Senran Kagura character there with the nurse outfit. Like, she had like lip gloss and stuff. And that's actually a detail that you see here too. You can see that there's a bit of shininess there on the lips, and also nail polish too. So I thought that was like a really good sort of detail there. The benefits of 1/4 scale again. Of course, the fishnet is one of the, the attractions here. I think the bare-legged version of the Friang figures, they just miss the entire point. So I don't think I would ever order one of those. So, but yeah, everything looks good from what I can tell. Like the proportions are good. One thing that somebody did mention in the comments is that Friang could probably stop being lazy about certain things, and I agree. Like, for example, they like to standardize body shapes sometimes, and they also like to obviously standardize the outfits, because then they don't really need to do any special things. It's basically always the same outfit for character to character. But the thing is, she actually has like some bits of her outfit that probably would transfer well into the bunny outfit. Like, for example, she does have these gloves that have like the spider web pattern on the end, on the frilly, like where it transitions to the arm. Like, they could have probably kept that. Like, that's very much something that is like a signature look, I suppose. One thing I also wondered, because the Hikage figure, I forgot, sorry, who made that again. I think it's Hobby Stock maybe. But yeah, I said their quality is better than Friang. But when I look at this Friang figure now, it's like I'm hard pressed to see any details that are worse. Like, all the skin tone looks okay. It's more defined on the Hikage figure, but then again, it's also a different character. The clothing looks exactly as it should, but then again, it's probably a bit more forgiving on the Friang figure. But I'd put these figures as equals, except of course that Misaki is not, Shokuhou's top is not, it's not removable, so it's not cast off. It probably wouldn't look good either, because then it would have some sort of, what do you call it, like some sort of seam that you'd see there. Also, it's not that kind of series in the first place. Like, they wouldn't have any cast off things. Meanwhile, the Senran Kagura anime has, it shows nipples, and so the figures do as well in some cases. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I could tie it, these two figures as being my favorites in my collection. The sheer size is impressive. Now I know why they all, they usually, at that scale, they usually like kneel down or lay down, or are not standing, basically. Also, I kind of wanted to see how the scales compare, because this is like, I wondered if the proportions look right, and they do look like, when you look at these two figures, that both are the same scale. Also, I'm pretty sure that Shokuhou, I don't know, are her knockers that huge, like in the anime or the light novel or manga? I think they've been amplified for this figure a bit, because yeah, they look like Senran Kagura levels huge. Look, I think they're like the same size as Hikage's. But yeah, overall, I think it's a very alluring figure. I do like the pose quite a bit. I like the sort of confident look that she has. That's also very in character, the way she presents herself, I guess. But yeah, overall, I think really great. But yeah, unfortunately, quite expensive too. But you do get quite a bit of detail. I already told you about my criticisms there about maybe preserving some original outfit bits. And then there's the bunny figure from Misaka. That's the second version that's coming up. It looks to be just as good. Also a standing figure, but I think she's not as tall, so I don't think she'll win there. I also like that she doesn't have that worried look that the very first Misaka bunny figure had. Like, also that face was weird. And then there was one from Kuroko. That was many years ago. The one of the first, I think, for one of the first bunny figures that I was aware of, anyways. I wouldn't mind if they refreshed her as well. Actually, oh geez, it's like if they do that, then it just I can't afford this. Not enough space, not enough money. So maybe I shouldn't wish for this sort of stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.